Dubai, UAE. Dubai originated as a small trading port in the 18th century, with an economy based on pearl diving, fishing, and trade with nearby regions. In the early 20th century, Dubai was still a modest town known mostly for pearl exports. With limited infrastructure, its population depended on small-scale commerce. Now, Dubai has transformed into one of the most iconic cities in the world, known for its ultra-modern architecture, luxury lifestyle, and tourism. Developments like the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, and man-made islands like the Palm Jumeirah symbolize its rapid growth fueled by oil revenues and global trade. Shanghai, China. Shanghai has long been an important port city, dating back to the Ming Dynasty. Its strategic location made it a hub for trade, and by the mid-19th century, European powers had established concessions there. By the early 20th century, Shanghai was a bustling international trading port, though much of it was under foreign control. It was a city of contrasts, with wealthy foreign businessmen and poor local laborers. Now, Shanghai is one of the largest and most advanced cities in the world, featuring futuristic skyscrapers like the Oriental Pearl Tower and the Shanghai Tower. The Pudong district, once farmland, is now a global financial hub, illustrating China's economic rise. Las Vegas, USA. Las Vegas was founded in 1905 as a small railroad town in the middle of the Nevada desert. The legalization of gambling in 1931 was a turning point in its history. In the early 20th century, Las Vegas was a small desert town with little economic importance, mainly a stopover for travelers and workers on the nearby Hoover Dam. Now, Las Vegas has evolved into the entertainment capital of the world, known for its neon-lit strip, massive casino resorts, and entertainment shows. Its transformation from a barren desert town to a global entertainment hub has made it a symbol of excess and luxury. Iceland. Settled by Norse explorers in the 9th century, Iceland remained an isolated and sparsely populated nation. Its economy traditionally depended on fishing and agriculture, and its population lived in rural settings. In the early 20th century, Iceland was still a rural, agricultural society with limited infrastructure. Few people visited the country due to its remote location and challenging climate. Nowadays, Iceland has become a major tourist destination, famous for its breathtaking natural landscapes, including glaciers, volcanoes, and waterfalls. Tourism has become one of the country's major industries, significantly boosting its economy. Singapore. Founded as a British trading post in 1819, Singapore became a strategic colony, benefiting from its prime location along global shipping routes. It grew as a trade center under British rule. In the early 1900s, Singapore was a colonial outpost with a modest population and infrastructure, serving primarily as a trading port under British rule. Today, Singapore has transformed into one of the world's most prosperous countries, known for its efficient public transport, green spaces like Gardens by the Bay, and status as a global financial hub. Its economic growth over the past century is often called the Singapore Miracle. Berlin, Germany. Founded in the 13th century, Berlin became the capital of Prussia and later the German Empire. It was a thriving cultural center before being devastated by World War II. After World War II, Berlin was divided into East and West Berlin by the Berlin Wall, with the eastern half becoming part of the communist-controlled German Democratic Republic. After the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, Berlin was reunified and became the capital of Germany once again. The city has since grown into a vibrant cultural and political hub, combining its rich history with modern urban development. New York City, USA. Originally a Dutch settlement named New Amsterdam in the 17th century, New York became a major port and immigration hub by the 19th century. Its population exploded with waves of European immigrants. In the early 20th century, New York was a growing metropolis, though its skyline was far less developed. Iconic landmarks like the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building were still being built during this time. Now, New York City is one of the most iconic cities in the world, known for its dense skyline, diverse population, and influence in culture, finance, and art. The rise of global business and real estate has made Manhattan one of the world's most valuable urban areas. Tokyo, Japan. Originally known as Edo, Tokyo became the capital of Japan in 1868, ushering in a period of rapid modernization known as the Meiji Restoration. By the early 20th century, Tokyo was modernizing rapidly, but was severely damaged by the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923 and later by bombings during World War II. Today, Tokyo has grown into the world's largest metropolitan area, known for its cutting-edge technology, bustling neighborhoods like Shibuya and Shinjuku, and blending of ancient traditions with modern innovation. Venice, Italy. Venice was a powerful maritime republic during the Middle Ages and Renaissance, controlling trade routes across the Mediterranean. By the 19th century, however, its power had waned. In the early 20th century, Venice was still a unique city of canals, though tourism was modest and environmental degradation had not yet become a critical issue. Nowadays, Venice remains a major tourist destination, attracting millions of visitors annually. However, it faces significant environmental challenges, including sinking, frequent flooding, and the effects of mass tourism. Hong Kong. Hong Kong became a British colony in 1842 after the First Opium War. It developed into a major port and industrial hub in the 20th century. In the early 20th century, Hong Kong was a growing colonial city, but still primarily dependent on shipping and trade. Its infrastructure and economy were still developing. Today, Hong Kong has become one of the world's leading financial centers. Its skyline is filled with skyscrapers, and it plays a crucial role in global trade and finance. The 1997 handover from Britain to China marked a significant shift in its political landscape, though it continues to maintain a high degree of economic autonomy under the one country, two systems principle. These places reflect centuries of history, rapid modernization, and global economic shifts that have redefined their identities over the last 100 years.